we speak to David Lewis from the organization Corruption Watch. Good evening, Mr. Lewis. Thanks very much for joining us. Why are you saying that the NPA seems to be reluctant to prosecute Tom Moyane? What are you basing that on?
Well, we've been going up and down with the NPA and with the Hawk since we laid criminal charges against Moyane and Makwakwa at the end of 2016. And eventually we were told, sort of towards in the last quarter of last year, that the NPA had decided not to pursue a criminal prosecution of Moyane. And then that was confirmed again, and then we wrote to them to ask them to issue a certificate confirming that they were not prosecuting so we could prosecute ourselves. And eventually, about 10 days ago, our attorneys received a letter in response to that request saying that they were busy reviewing their decision, their earlier decision not to prosecute Moyane. So that's where things stand at the moment. And we're anxious that in the discussion of the disciplinary charges, that people should not forget that these disciplinary charges also amount to criminal conduct, and they need to be treated as such. And so we're anxious that the NPA doesn't yet again give us and the country a runaround by not prosecuting it.
Well, is the NPA's letter in response to your query then not suggesting that perhaps they may be taking a different decision?
Well, that's what I think they're suggesting. I mean, initially the decision was we are not prosecuting. When we asked several times, I might add, for what is called a noli prosequi certificate to confirm that they are not prosecuting, therefore giving us space to pursue a private criminal prosecution. Eventually, as they said, well, actually, we're reviewing our decision not to prosecute. So clearly, yes, I imagine that they are changing their minds, because really, you know, the disciplinary inquiry effectively alleges or is set up around some of the same conditions that we are alleging criminal transgressions. The one being Moyane showing Makwakwa the report of the FIC, which is a very serious transgression of the FIC Act. In addition, we believe that Moyane has transgressed the PRECA, the Prevention and Combating of Corrupt Activities Act, by not reporting prima facie evidence of corruption, suspicions of corruption to the Hawk. So on both those charges, which are very serious contraventions, we are demanding that the NPA prosecute.
Very, very briefly, David, before I let you go, in their response, has the NPA told you or given you any reasons why this matter has in effect, why they have delayed responding?
No, they haven't. They've just, why they've delayed responding, no, they haven't. And why they've changed their mind, they haven't either. We think it's the change of mind is appropriate. Let's just put it that way. Why they have decided to change their mind, well, you should probably ask them. But they've definitely made the right decision now if they're reviewing their decision. And I hope that their review goes to mounting criminal prosecutions against him. If they don't, we will do so.
David Lewis, thanks very much for talking to us this evening. He is from